All right, Canadians, it's time to go to war, apparently. Not by choice, but that's what Tucker Carlson wants, to invade and occupy Canada. Here we go.
It's getting worse every day.
In Canada, they are...
Well, Canada's not even a country.
Right, it's not even a country. And they are overwhelmed with guilt.
Oh,
they are
I know.
They're
So
murdering.
true.
The government is murdering tens of thousands of its citizens every year. They're almost all white. And now they're going to be doing it to
Obsessed
kids.
white.
And by the
What?
way, under the MAID's program, they're harvesting the organs. They're
true.
harvesting
Yeah.
the organs
'Cause
from the
people choose
Canadians
that.
they kill.
It's true. We lost 2 kids last year. That's why we have to keep having kids every couple of years because I'll send my son to school and he doesn't come back. And then I find out later somebody needed a liver. And I go, okay, well, happy to help.
I would feel much freer and safer living in China than Canada.
Me
Can't believe I'm
too.
saying
Even
that.
Joe
I actually
Rogan
love
moved there
Canada.
then.
Yeah,
But
me
that's
too,
happening,
though.
and no one's
I
saying
agree.
a word about it.
Yeah, that in particular is one of those things that it's so dark and so depraved that when you talk about it, I think a lot of people, especially in America, they think you're making it up or you're exaggerating.
Dude,
Because you are.
who are these
You
people?
Pieces of shit.
Like, go look in a mirror and say that and ask yourself if you're proud.
Yeah. Oh, they're very proud.
You hairy fucking son of a bitch. I can't look at his watch on his forearm. It looks like it's going to rip all the hair out.
I almost don't talk about it very often because I don't think anyone believes it, but
Oh,
I live
so
right
you talk
near
to
Canada,
smart people?
and I know, I'm like the only American who really sincerely loves Canada because it's just so beautiful. Not the only, but not many people care about Canada. I do.
No.
So I know a lot of Canadians, and that's absolutely, you'll look it up on the inner tubes. It's there.
It's becoming one of the leading causes of death. In
It is one of the leading causes of death.
I love,
People that are choosing to die because they're going to die anyways.
I like how when you get 2 crazy people together, there always has to be one really dumb guy. And he's like the color commentator who keeps the conversation going. Tucker gets
It's
to,
like you and me.
he gets to feel like the smart one. So what am I? I'm the dumb
No, I'm
one?
the dumb
I'm the dumb one.
You're the funny one.
No, I am the dumb one. Trust me.
Not at all.
Tucker gets to feel smart, and that guy just throws in lines like, it's the leading cause of death.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's dark. They're so guilty up there. Really? Are we? I think it's all just tiny penis syndrome. It's honestly why white guys are so scared of people with dark skin, because they worry they have bigger dicks. That's all it is.
They don't want to be at the same urinal at
Yeah.
the same time.
Just tiny penis syndrome. It's like, let's just only exist amongst people with tiny penises.
We must segregate.
Yeah.
Keep penis envy out of my mind.
The government killing you, and not because you have ALS, but because you can't pay your rent. And then extending it to
Yeah.
children, and then harvesting the
Okay.
Oh.
All right. I need to call my dad now. My dad is a property owner. He's got renters. I need to know if they miss a rent payment, can you kill them?
Maybe he gets first dibs on the organs and
Yeah.
can make some of his cash back.
Maybe there's something to this. I'm curious.
organs and the blood. I mean, I feel like they're a way bigger threat to the United States than Venezuela.
I didn't realize Venezuela was a threat.
Yeah.
Is Venezuela a threat?
They took our oil rights. We had a lot of oil there. As you know, they threw our companies out, and we want it back.
I feel like they're a way bigger threat to the United States than Venezuela. I would be open to an argument in favor of invading and occupying Canada on human rights grounds. I'm not joking even a tiny bit.
Oh, you
I think it's one of
piece
the
of
darkest
fucking
countries in
shit.
the world.
First of all, he's not joking, even a tiny bit. Okay. And he thinks Canada is one of the darkest countries in the world.
One of the greatest threats.
Ask Palestinians how they feel about that.
This is what the 19th day of the ceasefire in Gaza looked like.
And it's such a great country with such great people. I don't know how we can allow this to happen without at least saying something about it. I'm not actually arguing for military action, but like
Make up
maybe
your
threatening
mind.
it.
Oh.
They're way worse than Maduro. Way worse than Maduro. Way
Okay,
worse.
okay.
So like, but I'm sure I'll be like scolded for how can you say that? Because
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah, well, the MAID program alone is one of the most evil things happening in the world, period.
Murdering your citizens and harvesting their organs on a greater scale than China does? Really? And it's right there?
I think one of the things that's happening, why are people ignoring this?
Because it's not true.
One thing, it's people, it's like not your country, so you think it doesn't affect you. I think it does affect us because also like when you look at Canada and Europe and these guys, We're on the same kind of crazy train. They're just a few train cars up. And it's
that's deep. That's pretty deep.
Yeah, maybe
we're on the
reverse it.
same crazy train, just a few cars up.
That's why you got to pay attention to where they are, because we're going to be there. So that's one thing.
You wish you lived in a society as humane as Canada. That people that are dying, and instead of wanting to suffer for another year in excruciating pain, they have that option to try to apply for legal suicide.
Also, for some conservatives in this country, there's some embarrassment about this, because I think there are plenty of conservatives who've been.
I like how he took a second there.
Yeah, the camera's actually on me, not Tucker.
Okay, buddy. The next thing out of your mouth better be really smart.
At least indifferent to the issue of euthanasia, and have even I've had many arguments with so-called conservatives
Actually?
over the years. Not as much now, because you see what's happening with MAID, but over the years with saying that, well, because they get hung up on this, well, it's a personal choice. And they just think, as conservatives, you cannot oppose a personal choice. You can't do it. It's kind of
Unless
libertarian
it's abortion.
instinct going.
Get your fucking lies straight.
And why can't you oppose a personal choice?
Yeah,
Like,
they do with abortion all the time.
I don't understand the ideology of these guys.
No, they talk in
On
circles
way-
because they're dipshits.
I just don't even know what I'm listening to.
It's kind of the libertarian instinct gone way haywire in my mind. And those of us who have always been against
So a
euthanasia,
You
desperate
can't even
person
finish
has
a
free will.
fucking thought.
Tucker's trying to help him out
Yeah.
because Tucker's been in media for years,
Yeah.
so he knows instinctively when a conversation's boring. So he throws in these, really? What? Seriously? Just to keep it going.
those of us who have always been against
So a
euthanasia,
desperate person has free will? Is that what they're saying?
and that's the problem.
These are children. They don't know what they're talking about.
and
What?
also, so those of us who are opposed to it,
Opposed to what? These guys are so all over the place. I don't even know what
They're
they're
still
talking
trying to argue that they are opposed to people having the free will to decide, instead of suffering, I'm going to die anyways, leading cause of death. So they choose to end things on their own terms. And our government has created a program that is very strict and very stringent in who they approve for this program. But they think that you should just be made to suffer.
Obviously, these guys don't have terminal illnesses. So who are they to even think they have a voice in this?
Yeah.
Like, if you wake up tomorrow and you find some big lump growing inside your body and you go to the doctor and he says, oh, you're going to die in 6 months. 4 of those 6 months are going to be excruciating hell on earth pain. And you think to yourself, you know what? I'll tough it out. And then you get 3 months into those 6 months and you're like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Every day is hell.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I would rather be dead. I just want to be dead.
I'd rather have my affairs in order, say my goodbyes, and they're not afraid of death anymore. It's like, how much of this is just because they are God-fearing men, and so they are just so afraid of dying and not going to heaven that they can't even wrap their heads around that there are people in the world that wake up one day and they say, okay, I'm ready. In that art behind him, there's a dog. Have they ever had a dog and then they had a vet say, it's no longer humane, this dog is suffering, it's time to let the dog go. But there's something about a human that you should just make them suffer.
At the same time, these are the guys that probably celebrate watching boats off the coast of Venezuela being bombed.
Oh yeah, that's
You know,
clearly
we value
Canada's
life.
next.
Yeah, we value life so much that we find it appalling that up in Canada, they offer assisted suicide for people with terminal illnesses.
Yeah.
But at the same time, let's just murder fishermen for sport
Yeah.
so we can
Their
put it on
lives
the
don't
news and
matter
cheer.
because they're not white.
In the United States of America, you don't have to apologize for being white anymore.
and the other argument for euthanasia was, well, these are people who are in terrible pain and they're at death's door. They've only got days or at most weeks to live anyway. They're in horrible pain. You have no idea what it's like. They should be able to have a way out. And like from an emotional level, like I get what you're saying. I totally disagree with it. I get what you're saying. Our argument was a few arguments, but the big one was, okay, that's what we're doing. It's already evil to do that even with someone who's
Why
terminally
is that fucking evil?
We're doing that now, though. It will not stop there because it never stops there. And once you give the state and the medical establishment the authority to kill, they will not stop. It always starts with the most justifiable version of it that they can muster. which is still totally unjustifiable in my view. But they always starts with the most justifiable version, and then next it's like, okay, yeah, but yeah, we should include people who maybe they're not terminally ill, but they're chronically ill and they're a lot of pain. And okay, now we've included them. Well, what about mental illnesses? Well, what about this person over there? He's homeless. Yeah, he's not terminally ill, but his life has no meaning. And
just okay. I love the Freudian slips here.
Yeah.
Let's just kill homeless people. That's your thing, because that's where that's gonna go.
Yeah.
We're gonna start rounding up homeless people and just euthanizing them.
And he just outed Tucker. Didn't Tucker lie and say that they were killing homeless people? So he just proved that Tucker was lying by saying that's what's coming next.
I have opinions, but I don't try to pretend I'm some intellectual. This guy's trying to come across like an intellectual, like giving people a way out when they're at death's door and they're in pain. I still think it's evil, but I understand why they might want to do that. But the problem is, it's a slippery slope. And then next thing you know, they're going to start doing it to chronically ill people and then the homeless.
Like they care about the homeless anyways.
Compassion for the homeless has gone way overboard.
When you accept the idea that death is a treatment, you have opened the darkest door imaginable.
Yes.
Fuck you.
Fuck off, you pieces of shit. I don't even want to watch anymore of
They're
this.
pretending that we're all immortal. We all fucking die.
Yeah.
If someone's got a terminal illness and they're going to be dead in 2 months, what's the difference?
Yeah. We'll just say this. When you're looking at the stats of the people that have died as part of the MAID program, the median age is 78 years old. Terminal cancer is 63.6% of all of these cases. I personally, one of my cousins, one of her relatives applied for MAID, and her relative was suffering horribly with a disease that made him live in constant chronic pain. He couldn't even leave the house. He couldn't take care of himself. He needed someone to literally change his diaper every day, and he was denied for MAID. Like, they are very strict on who they approve for this program. And no, there's no children. And then let's touch on this whole organ harvesting claim. In Canada, we have an organ donor program, and it's something you choose to opt in. I would feel good if I was dying, but I knew that, oh, hey, my heart or my liver or whatever could go and give somebody else a better life.
I'd be happy to give someone my dick. I'd be like, here, man. I had fun. It's your turn now.
Maybe it wouldn't be a man. Would you still be
Oh,
happy?
there you go. Interesting.
What I find the most alarming of all of this is Tucker throwing around that he would be happy to entertain the idea or to, threaten or invade Canada. He is setting the stage. He is starting the propaganda to try to get more and more Americans on board with invading Canada. How can you say that it's anything but that?
He's basically doing the same thing that Trump did with the whole fentanyl thing. Like, we got all this fentanyl coming in from Canada. There's no fentanyl coming in from Canada. Maybe like 1 ounce of fentanyl came in because some old lady shoved a baggie up her ass and got across the border. That's it. I mean, we're not killing Americans with fentanyl. Just like we're not going to start euthanizing you. He's like, we're scared. We're scared of Canada.
They're harvesting the organs. They're harvesting the organs from the Canadians they kill.
It's no different than the year that George Bush and Dick Cheney spent trying to convince the American people that there were weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. Like, he is planting the seeds to try to start making Americans get comfortable with the idea of invading Canada.
I would be open to an argument in favor of invading and occupying Canada on human rights grounds. I'm not joking even a tiny bit.
I'll tell you this much. You underestimate how proud Canadians are. You come up here, you're going to be met with resistance. I guarantee it. We're going to go full fucking sisu on your ass.
Get down on your knees, Grandpa!
If you guys haven't seen that movie, that's what you're up against. And I wanted to say this too. To all you 51st staters, I hope that if there's an American invasion, you guys cross the fucking border and join the American military and see where you get thrown. They'll put you right on the front lines in the meat grinder.
Yeah, exactly.
You will be the fucking bottom of the barrel to them.
Exactly. And I know Tucker Carlson's a fucking twit and nobody, I mean, I can't say nobody. Most of us don't give a shit about the ludicrous things he says, but he is actually vying to run in the next presidential election if it's not Trump.
Yeah,
he is actually moving into a position of power.
Exactly. So Canadians, anyone watching this, Tucker Carlson wants to get in line to be the next president. And this guy is all for invading and occupying Canada. Like, think about that.
Yeah. This is all part of the plan. And whether it's Donald Trump or it's Tucker Carlson, like these kinds of people and these dark forces, the actual dark forces, like they know exactly what they're doing. And I found a clip that just proves to me the same people that are whispering in Donald Trump's ear, they're whispering in Tucker Carlson's ear as well.
Here for more than 100 years, the United States has, as a matter of official policy, opposed dictatorships around the world. But what if tyranny arrived right next door? What would that look like? Would we liberate the people living under authoritarian rule as we have around the world? That is the topic of our upcoming Tucker Carlson Originals documentary, Oh Canada.
And the other thing I can't get over when you're watching this is just what a little wiener. Like he's just performing.
Despite, the really fierce attempts of the U.S. government to control the weather, they don't. And neither does Justin Trudeau. He doesn't, because he's not God. I don't want to blow his mind or anything. And when you realize that you're not God, you have hit upon the root of all wisdom. I am not God. All goodness flows from that realization. If you don't reach that conclusion, then in the end, you find yourself very tempted to commit genocide.
What?
Because it's true. And everyone who has reached the conclusion.
Maybe you
just
do.
you,
I
Tucker.
am God. I love this country. And I admire its natural resources. And I think you could have one of the greatest economies in the world with a population of 40 million and some of the deepest energy reserves in the world and mineral deposits in the world. And I've been to a lot of your extraction sites, I'm just saying. And, extraction is an ugly business by its nature, but Canadians, true to form, have really done their best to make it as tidy and respectful as they can.
I will agree with that.
And I've seen it firsthand.
Very true.
You've never seen more conscientious energy extraction than in Canada. They apologize for taking it out. And the other thing I love about Canada are the people, and I love the thing that other people mock Canadians for, which is their politeness. Their sort of Anglo commitment to never offending you no matter what, no matter how much they hate you.
Anglo. It's just
Even
always
the CBC
about
today,
whiteness.
they were sort of apologizing for calling me a Nazi. Like, well, we'd love to have you on, but in breaking news today, you're a racist. Oh, eh? Yeah.
Oh.
So obviously they're loathsome and bent on my destruction, but they're very polite about it, which I appreciate. I do, because I believe in, there's Theo Fleury right there. Without my glasses, I see
No.
it. And I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. And I strive to be a politer.
For anyone watching, Theo Fleury is an ex-NHL hockey player who lost his fucking mind.
Pierre's the Trojan horse, right? Because there hasn't been a fair election in this country for a long time. Because the World Economic Forum has been planning this thing for decades.
The guy's an absolute nut job,
sad.
alcoholic, drug fucking clown.
But he did so much to try to speak up about sexual abuse in the NHL. So
But he's a nut job.
He is now, sadly.
He's a nut.
We can actually stop it there. I just wanted to show the energy
Okay.
part because it just shows you how obsessed and how you actually know what his goddamn agenda is. What do you guys think is Tucker Carlson's agenda with his comments he's making?
I think his agenda is to make money.
Yeah, exactly. At this same event, when he was in Edmonton and Calgary, guess who he sat down and had a dinner with? Our Alberta Premier, Danielle Smith. They're chummy, and she shared a stage with him. Under a year later, look at the kind of shit lies that he's telling about Canada. Good job, Dead Eyes. I think your message really got through.
Yeah, exactly. Did Danielle tell you to say all that?
I have no interest whatsoever in Justin Trudeau. I can't imagine a less interesting figure. I mean, he's so uninteresting, he has to dress up in costume to get people's attention. So he's not inherently interesting. He's never said an interesting thing. He's never had an interesting thought. I don't even think his divorce is very interesting.
He's so uninteresting that I'm making a whole video about him.
Exactly.
And I'm laughing like a little girl.
Why are they so obsessed with Justin Trudeau?
He's so uninteresting. Let's make a video about him.
That guy's wrecking your country, and I know you take a shit ton of money from him, but he is definitely
He's talking to
wrecking
someone
it.
from
Like, it's
CBC.
ridiculous. Are you in Ottawa or somewhere else in Canada?
I'm in Ottawa, and I'm heading to Calgary actually tomorrow morning.
So why are you going to Calgary? It's funny, I'm going to Calgary too. Why are you going to be there?
I'm going to see you.
You're literally flying across the frozen wasteland to see me?
That's right.
Oh, that's his freaking logo sting. It says,
Wait, I have a reverb.
wow. So anyways, again,
And-
further proving what he
But
actually
he's like,
thinks.
you're flying across the country to see me?
Yeah.
Because he knows. It's all bullshit. He's like, I can't believe you're so dumb.
Yeah.
You're that dumb.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
No wonder he has no respect for Canadians.
Yeah.
When people are like, I'm going to fly across the country to listen to you.
Oh, but I thought he loved Canada. Now we're a frozen wasteland.
No,
Get your messages straight, Tucker.
He sees us as a country that's easy to grift.
Yeah, he does.
And
because
we are
we're so
easy.
polite.
We are easy.
Yeah. If you don't know us and you're just judging us on our politeness.
Well, if you're judging us by our lowest IQ people, which
The ones that go to
the
his.
people that go to his shows,
Yeah.
yeah, we're an easy
Yeah.
to grift country.
Yeah. So anyways, we wanted to make this video because I think people need to be talking about this. I know it's close to Christmas and there's so much going on in the world. But again, now there's this appointment with this like Greenland envoy or whatever they're calling that guy that's going to be going and trying to make Greenland part of the USA. Like this is not something that Canadians can continue to ignore. There are plans in place and they are starting off by using propaganda before they move into making more physical
And,
moves on us.
If the day comes that America crosses into Canada thinking that we're just going to roll over and hand them our country, that's never going to happen. We have a lot of pride up here, as if we're going to just let Tucker and his boys come up here and take what we have.
Yeah.
Just because they really just want our oil.
Yeah. And they think they're better than us.
Yeah. All right. And before we go, if you're actually watching this, statistically, you're probably not subscribed. If you guys could subscribe, it would really be helpful.
Please. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed it.
Happy holidays.